Several years ago, I was doing a piece of research for Carvel, the ice cream brand, in primarily found in the northeastern part of the United States. And the purpose of the research was to reposition Carvel overall. It had been around for many years. Sales had declined, and it was no longer relevant to people. During the first several focus groups that we did, frankly, we were learning almost nothing. People liked Carvel. There were certain issues with Carvel, but they did not. We were not getting uh, that that light bulb moment, that aha moment that you always hope for in research that would provide us with the insight we needed to create some great advertising. And then it happened. The research turned. We realized that we weren't really trying to create an advertising campaign, but what consumers were telling us was there was a fundamental product with the Carvel product. The cakes they bought for birthdays and to celebrate other large occasions were only large sheet cakes. And what they really wanted was a smaller cake. With that insight, we actually, rather than creating a new advertising campaign, we invented a new product for them. The product became one of the best selling in their history. It totally turned the company around. It managed to get them into supermarkets, and as a matter of fact, it ended up making some great advertising.
What delights me is when I discover something that the client and I didn't know that we didn't know, and it's also something that's fully actionable for the client. Several years ago, I conducted a research study for a client in the consumer electronics industry. In the course of the research, it started to become clear that for certain key consumer segments, increasing home theater complexity wasn't actually seen as a problem. And furthermore, the client's product could be seen as making it possible for these consumers to increase the complexity of their home theater systems. This really was a major breakthrough for the brand and the company. And what made it all possible was that everybody, all the various stakeholders at the client and all the people on the research team were willing to question basic assumptions and were willing to consider the possibility that the current marketing approach was flawed.
It helped me realize that part of the outcome of the research was trying to speak in the language of the buyers, of the people that I was trying to study. And what ended up happening is that something that went bad ended up becoming something that was actually a positive for the research, and it influenced the way that we approach the market and how we're talking about things. I was able to use that intelligence to understand the state of mind of our buyers and really evaluate how we were talking about our services in the marketplace.